Hi everyone, welcome back to the Vinyl Vault. Today's video is a little bit of a special video. It is a video on records that I picked up this morning at the boot sale. I have done something that I have never done before. Well, I don't think I've done it before. I bought records from the boot sale today for £10 each. Yes, I know. Normally if you watch my videos you know I'm going for £1, £2, maybe £3 bargains. But today I did something really unusual and I spent £10 on each of these records. They were off a gentleman that only had these records, and they are so pristine I had to pay the money. Now it's very unusual because, and I've said this a number of times, if you've watched my channel you know this. When I started a channel just over 2 years ago, I didn't care for the Beatles. In fact, all my life I didn't care for the Beatles. And when I started the channel, a gentleman came up in my YouTube feed called Beatle Dave the Record Collector, and I just happened to watch him, and I realised that this guy was really passionate, really big, passionate collector of the Beatles. And on my journey over the last couple of years, I've picked up various Beatle records cheap, and they didn't mean nothing to me. So initially I started sending them to Beatle Dave, and then he bought a few off me and we done some deals and and it was really good, and I was really pleased. I was getting records back in the Beatles collection, and you know, it was just like felt like the right thing to do. Anyway, as time's gone on, I've started listening to a few of the Beatles records, and they've grown on me. Now I haven't listened to them in great detail and I don't know much about them, but I've gradually listened to them and they've grown on me. So this morning these came up. They were £10 each, and I think there's one original or early pressing. The rest are like, probably from what I've learned from watching Beatle Dave's record channel, is they're probably 70s represses, but it doesn't matter. They are immaculate and they were £10 each. And these ones I bought today, I'm going to keep these, put these in my collection, because you know I found many and sent them, but I might as well hold on to a little set of, you know, of them, and I want them in the best condition. So these are it, and they're not originals apart from maybe the first one, so it's not going to upset Beatle Dave. He'll appreciate that, you know, I've got to keep a few things. But yeah, so this is where we are. So let me show you. Now I think this is an original. I don't know if it's first press or, well, it's not first press, I know that, but because I think, well, I don't know, it might be a first press. I was going to say the reason it's not first press because it's not on the black and gold labels. But I don't know, you Beatles fans will tell me. So, but this is definitely a very early where these are the reissues. So yeah, I spent quite good money on Beatles records, but there would still be more than that in the shop, so I still had a result. Right, so this is Please Please Me. It's in mono. Up here it says mono. I've learnt a bit, not an awful lot. I think stereo copies are potentially worth more from a collector's point of view, but it says With Love Me Do and 12 other songs. Now I'm going to say this is original, you can correct me if I'm wrong. It's PMC 1202. The reason I say original is thick sleeve, flip back laminated sleeve, a little bit of damage to it, but it just feels like it's very early. Now someone, unfortunately, I can probably change this, I might well have a sleeve that's right for this, but someone has, well, it looks like a coffee cup stain, but it can't be a coffee cup because that's tiny. I don't know what, that's not a coffee cup size, but so the sleeve lets it down, but luckily the inner sleeve lets down, but luckily that has not penetrated the sleeve because it's got like a polyline thing on it, so it's just on the outer sleeve. Now this record, visual grading on this realistically is a VG+. Now I actually think this is quite good condition, so which is side one. Here's the side one. So Beatles fans, tell me what you know. I'll tell you what I know and what I can see. So it's black and yellow parlophone. It's got a K, I think they call that a tax code from what I've learned. It's got let me just have a look. Yeah, it's got a K, it's got K on this side, T on this side, so it's got a KT tax code. I think that means it's early. It's quite glossy, does have some, it needs a really good clean. but it does have a few little surface marks. Nothing heavy, no heavy. The record's heavy, and that is the B-side label. And again, you can see some finger marks and dust and dirt. I've not cleaned it, done anything with it. This is exactly how I got it this morning. Now, I'm going to go the extra mile and read out the run out matrix numbers, so you guys can help me ascertain how early this is. So it says side 1, it says XEX, and there's a space, and it says 421. There's a space, a little dash, then a 1, and then a space, and then an N. I'll tell you what, let's try and get it in shot. Let's try and get it in shot. Where is it? It's very hard to get it in shot. Very hard to get it in shot. I'll read you the flip side. So this is side 2. So this is XEX space 422, little space dash, little space 1 space N. So yeah, that's so heavy, that vinyl. I think that's got to be a very early pressing. Be interesting to know. So let me know if you know, Beatles fans. But yeah, other than this, I know that the I don't know if the mono or stereo. I think the stereo copies are the ones that people are looking for. What can I tell you about the cover, just in case that helps you decipher? It says photo Angus McBean down here. I mean, you might want to look at you might say, oh, the credits tell you something. So let me hold it up so you can see the credits. So I'll just bring it through into play, so you can say, oh, it's got something that it shouldn't have, or so yeah. That was a tenner, and it's got some like dirt on it. It needs a wipe, and it's not, the sleeve's not perfect, but you know what? That's got to be worth 10 quid all day long. Okay, now, oh, be careful, right? These, I'm going to say, are, I can only guess, 70s pressing. They're not like flip back like that, but this is a laminated sleeve. It's literally immaculate. I mean, I'll bring it into play, the corners. So £10 each, I still think it was good value. I still think it was good value. That's the rear. So it's not flip back, but I'll show you the sort of spine of it so you can see. It's got like a laminated strip on it, but it's not a flip back type. So I guess the label will help you identify it. So I know these are got to be worth the money. I didn't get ripped off, right? So that's a patent number on that end of the sleeve, and I'm showing you this in detail because I know the Beatles are probably the most collectible artists of all time, and people are fanatical about not just the group but the pressings and all sorts. Right, this is dusty, which is not a complaint. It does say 65, but it's obviously not an early pressing, and it is pretty much, apart from the dust, it's near mint. I mean, it's immaculate. But yeah, it's got dust, but you know, there's no spindle marks on it. There's no surface marks. There's a few hairs and bits and pieces on it. In fact, it's got like a blue, like someone had a wig on or something, like a blue hair there, like it's of a piece of clothing. So this is rubber sole, if I haven't said. I mean, I can read you the matrix numbers if it means anything to you Beatles people. So this side 1. So matrix numbers is, where is it? YEX space 178-4. Does that mean anything to you? So, yeah, I think that was a good buy. Yeah, it's 10 quid, but it's just like, I don't know, I'm going to say it looks like it's a 70s pressing. It's got a laminated sleeve, and worth the money all day long if you ask me. Right, this is Revolver again, laminated sleeve, immaculate. These were so well cared for. I'm showing you the corners because that sort of justifies the condition. Again, this has got that sort of, it's not flip back, but it's got like a laminated strip there. Garrett and Lofthouse sleeve. Yeah, So yeah, it's just got a more modern feel, but it's definitely not like a reissue from recent years. It's an original reissue. I don't know how you 70s pressing, I'm going to say. I think that's probably its correct inner. Again, this has got no spindle marks. It's got dust, no spindle marks, and it's immaculate. Look, not a spindle mark on it. Look, it's glossy. It's never. I don't think it's ever been played. That's side 2. Matrix YEX space 605-2. If that means anything to you. So these ones I will keep. This will probably make my Beatles collection. We'll put my well. I think I have a couple of Beatles records that I've kept, but this will just sort of make my Beatles collection one foul swoop, and then I can say that yeah, I've got Beatles records, and when I get a good chance I'll have a listen to them again. This is Help, immaculate. I'll show you these corners because hopefully that's justifying how good the condition is. And again, it's the same as the others. I think these were all bought at the same time. Sort of a laminated strip there. Garrett and Lofthouse sleeve. Honestly, it looks like these records were bought and I don't know, bought and just kept. They're just so clean. Again, I assume that's the correct original sleeve. Yeah, it's just phenomenal, the condition of these. I mean, these could be 80s pressings. Maybe they're 80s pressings, but they're just immaculate. Just immaculate. Apart from the dust. There's not a spindle mark on it. I don't think these have ever been on a turntable. So, although I paid £10 each, I'm well pleased because I've built a decent Beatles collection in one foul swoop. And they're all in the similar condition, so I don't have to mess about trying to upgrade. And I'm not worried about having the originals, so I'll just keep them. Right, Hard Day's Night, again, pretty amazing condition. There's a little bit of something going on there, but laminated front sleeve. Again, that interesting sort of laminated strip there on the right hand side. Show you the corner of the sleeve. Yeah, so I never imagined that I would be keeping or listening to Beatles records, but that's what happens as you get a bit older. And yeah, again, can't see a spindle mark on it. Very dusty. I think it's just picked up dust over these, but I don't think it's ever been played. Parlophone, EMI. You'll all know. I hear you Beatles fans talking about 1 box, 2 box credit. This credits in the thing, and this hasn't got this credit, and I don't understand any of that. All I know is I've got myself a nice little collection. Cost a few quid, but worth it. Right, so this is interesting. This is like the first one I've shown you. This is Please Please Me, but this is clearly a later press with no mono or stereo up there. It does say Photo Angus McBean down there in the corner, but this is not the flip back type. Again, these I think this was probably bought at the same time. All these were probably bought together. It is laminated and it is a nice sleeve, plain white inner. Slight damage on the side 2 label on this one, but you can see how shiny and glossy it is. I don't think it was ever played. This looks like it might have I'm going to say it's a pressing fault on this one. Pressing fault on the label here, it seems to have gone pressed a bit odd. Now this was bought off a gentleman, very pleasant gentleman. Didn't have any other records. I don't know, well, it wasn't clear that they were his. I mean, I don't know if they were his, or someone in his family, but I didn't get any backstory. But I'm pleased they turned up. This is a laminated front sleeve stereo with the Beatles. Again, same sort of rear sleeve. This doesn't, does it say it doesn't have the sort of Garrett and Lofthouse credit on that one. I mean, these are well, I mean, you can still buy Beatles records now, but it's nice to get something a little bit older that you feel that you're buying something original. That's side one and side two. So yeah, I'm very lucky in the fact that I've been able to sort of build my Beatles collection in one foul swoop, really. But these records did sell an awful lot, so I mean, Beatles records do turn up quite a lot, but not in this sort of condition. Right, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club, again, laminated sleeve, front and back. Garrett and Lofthouse down the bottom. This is a gatefold. It hasn't been opened in years, as you can hear it clicking away. Now, there's nothing in the rear of the gatefold. I'm not sure there should be, but based on how oh, hold on a minute. Whatever might well be meant to be in the. There's actually, I'm gonna. Excuse me, I sneezed. So they must be dusty. This has got, I'm going to pull this out carefully, this has got a, let's put that down there. This has got a piece of card in it, it's got that in it. Sgt. Pepper cutouts. Plain white inner, that's actually got nothing written on it at all. Again, these all seem to be on that same EMI Parlophone label. That's side one. Side two. Again, you know, if that was clean, the dust was clean, that would be near mint. I mean, it's just immaculate. I won't try and put that back in while I'm making the video, but that's the cut out thing. So that's Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club. And then this is the last one. Yellow Submarine. It's got a little bit of dust on it. Get it in shot. Again, that same sort of rear sleeve. So yeah, let me know if this is 70s or 80s pressings. But absolute immaculate, amazing. I mean, these have got to be even if they're 70s or 80s. I would imagine, if you was to go to a shop and buy these, a second-hand record shop and buy these, you're probably looking at least, what do you reckon, 15 or 20 pounds each maybe? Right, this one is, this is a different label actually. It's on a Apple label. And someone was commenting on one of my videos recently saying, I said I didn't think I know which was the A and the B side, but as I understand it from the comments, if you've got the full Apple there, not showing the core, it's side 1. And if it shows the core, it's side 2, and I think that's traditional across all their records. Forgive me, I might sneeze again. No, it seems to have passed. Right, so yeah, those are today's finds, and set me back a bit more than normal because they were £10 each, but I was happy to pay it. Because of the condition was just incredible. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. I try to do one every Sunday after the boot sales, and yeah, please subscribe and leave a comment. All the best.